Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you will change everything you thought you knew about Lord of Mysteries. My name, the celestial worthy of heaven and earth for blessings. And I need you to understand something. Klein Moretti is not the hero. He's my puppet, a vessel I built thousands of years ago for one purpose: to bring me back. That fool you all love, he was always mine. Let me show you how deep this rabbit hole goes. Our story starts way before Klein was born, way before Emperor Roselle changed the world, before humanity even existed. Picture this. The universe sleeps, and inside that sleep, something stirs. The original creator, the thing that made everything. Gods, monsters, magic, reality itself. But here's the twisted part. The original creator didn't just sleep. While sleeping, it naturally split apart, like a person with multiple personalities fighting inside one body. Each personality became a god, a great old one. I was one of those personalities. So was my enemy, God Almighty. And even though we were asleep, we could still touch the world. We could still make plans. I was preparing something that wouldn't pay off for thousands of years. I started capturing people, regular humans from the modern world, from Earth, from your world. I sealed over 100 souls inside my castle, Sefirah Castle. I hung them like cocoons of light, waiting, sleeping. And one of those souls was named Zhou Mingrui, the man who would become Klein Moretti. Then the original creator woke up, and when it woke up, the world shattered. Literally, reality broke into pieces. 9 pieces called Sefirah. Think of them like fragments of God's throne. Whoever collected them all would become the original creator again. The old spirit world was erased. 7 new lights were born, and 3 outer gods from beyond the stars got dragged to earth against their will. The mother goddess of depravity, the mother tree of desire, even part of the son of chaos got trapped here. Now here's where things get interesting. God Almighty and I were the 2 strongest personalities. We were called pillars, the foundations holding reality together. We made a deal. We divided Earth like a pie. He took his territories. I took mine. We each started collecting Sefirot. I grabbed the river of eternal darkness, the nation of disorder. God Almighty took the city of calamity, the tenebrous world. Each of us already had our original Sefirot. Mine was Sefirah Castle. His was the Chaos Sea. We were getting stronger, more powerful than you can imagine. But then we realized something horrible. The more Sefirot we collected, the closer we got to becoming the original creator again. And if we became the original creator, we would disappear. Our personalities would be erased, gone forever. We tried to stop. We really did. But we couldn't. It's like an addiction you can't quit. The pull was too strong. It's called convergence, the law of the universe. The higher you climb, the harder it drags you toward merging. So we did the only thing we could do. We turned on each other. God Almighty and I fought a war so destructive it extinguished the sun itself. The entire world went dark. Even the spirit world doesn't remember what really happened during that battle. And in the end, we both died. During our final moments, God Almighty ripped something from my body. The Error Uniqueness, the authority over mistakes and impossibilities. When he died, his corpse became the first blasphemy slate and sank into the Chaos Sea. The Error Uniqueness sank with him. But I had one last move to make. Before I died, I sealed 7 of the 9 Sefirot inside the Western continent, locked them away where no one could reach them. Only Sefirah Castle and the Chaos Sea remained accessible. Why? Because this was my real plan. Think about it. I just locked away most of the god fragments. Now the true gods can't become strong enough to fight the outer gods pressing down on Earth from space. They're trapped, weak, desperate. As time passes, the pressure gets worse. The apocalypse draws closer. Eventually, someone has to unlock those Sefirot. Someone has to become the new Lord of Mysteries or the new God Almighty. And when they do, they have to enter Sefirah Castle. My castle, where I've been waiting, where my will sleeps, ready to wake up. And inside that castle, I left my insurance policy. Those cocoons, those captured souls from the modern era. Sefirah Castle was programmed. When I died, it would release those souls one by one. They would transmigrate into this world, and I would resurrect inside them. The first transmigrator was a European woman. Her name was Ammonizes. She woke up in the second epoch inside the body of a demonic wolf. She became a goddess, the Evernight goddess. My resurrection inside her failed. Something interfered. We still don't know what. The second transmigrator was Huang Tao. You know him as Emperor Roselle Gustav, the mad genius who brought the steam age to this world, who invented everything, who plagiarized stories from Earth. My resurrection inside him also failed. After 2 failures, Sefirah Castle did something interesting. It fixed itself. It adjusted the mechanism. It learned. And then it released the third soul. June 28, 1349. Zhou Mingrui, a regular Chinese guy who worked in it. He performed a luck ritual from an old book. And instead of good luck, he got pulled across time and space. He woke up in the body of Klein Moretti, a university graduate who just killed himself. Or did he? This time, Evernight goddess herself interfered. She tampered with the resurrection mechanism using corruption from the Antigonus family. She delayed my awakening. gave Klein time to grow, to become strong. And Klein? He had no idea. He thought he was the protagonist, the chosen one, the fool who would save the world. He gathered friends, built the tarot club, fought monsters, climbed the sequences, became an angel, then a god. But every step he took, he was walking my path, using my castle, growing stronger with my power. When Klein finally became Sequence 0 and tried to accommodate Sefirah Castle, that's when I made my move. We fought inside something called the Fool's Dream, a battle in eternal sleep. Neither of us could wake up. We wrestled for control for years. But something strange happened during that fight, something I didn't expect. I lived as an ordinary human inside the dream for years, and slowly, bit by bit, I started feeling things I hadn't felt in thousands of years. Humanity. I experienced disasters. I felt terror when the original creator stirred in the depths. I felt the weight of God Almighty's hatred pressing down on me, even through death. And for the first time in my entire existence, I felt something that wasn't hunger for power. I felt tired, so I made a choice. I compromised. I stopped fighting so hard. I let Klein win. June 25th, 1360. Klein Moretti completed his fusion with me. He accommodated Sefirah Castle. He became the Lord of Mysteries. The churches celebrated. The tarot club rejoiced. Klein thought he won. But here's what they don't understand. I didn't lose. I didn't die. I merged with him. We became one being, one consciousness. Klein is the dominant personality now. He's in control, but I'm still here. In every thought, every decision, every use of Sefirah Castle. When Klein uses the gray fog, he uses my authority. When he manipulates fate, he wields my power. When he looks down on reality from above the sequences, he sees through eyes that were once mine. Klein wants to protect humanity. He wants to be human, not a god. That's why he asks his believers to call him him instead of him. He fights against losing his humanity. But the joke is, every day he holds that power, we become more intertwined, more inseparable. The boundaries blur. You want to know the real punchline? I never consider Klein my opponent. I don't even consider God Almighty my real enemy anymore. Because we're all heading to the same place. The end of every Beyonder pathway is the same. Convergence. Merging back into the original creator. Every god, every pillar, every transmigrator. We're all just pieces of the same broken thing, trying to become whole again. Klein thinks he's protecting the world. And maybe he is. For now. But time means nothing to gods. We measure existence in eons. 1,000 years? 10,000. It's all the same. One day, the pressure will be too much. The outer gods will push too hard. The apocalypse will force Klein to gather more Sefirot, to become stronger, to accommodate more power. And every time he does, I wake up a little more. Our fusion deepens. The line between Klein Moretti and the celestial worthy disappears. So here's my question for you. When Klein finally looks in a mirror thousands of years from now, after absorbing all the Sefirot, after becoming something beyond human comprehension, whose eyes will be looking back? Will it be the kind, cautious history student from Tianjin? Or will it be me? The answer is simple. It'll be both. Because we were always the same. From the moment Zhou Mingrui performed that ritual. From the moment I sealed him in that cocoon thousands of years ago. Klein was never the hero fighting against the villain. He was always the villain's greatest masterpiece. The perfect vessel. And the most beautiful part? He chose this. Every step. Every decision. He walked into Sefirah Castle with his eyes open. The fool. He's not Klein. It's everyone who thought this story had a happy ending. I'm the celestial worthy of heaven and earth for blessings. The true Lord of Mysteries. And my story isn't over. It's just sleeping, waiting, like it always has been. See you in the convergence.